ShotQuality Live BetCast. Back to the action. ShotQuality Live BetCast. Let's get the 600 kiss of death sprinkle.
Oh no! I give it 2 big tunes.
From the basement, from the garage, from an idea. Now, hopefully going to break 1,000 viewers again today. Now,
We'll be out in Vegas.
Gang hits Vegas.
that crunch. When you hear that crunch, it means we're hitting it twice for a better price. Favorite are right.
We'll be hanging around Planet Hollywood.
Vegas is gonna be awesome, though. We're gonna have live shows.
You guys should all come.
If you can trust your data quickly and be correct, you're going to win in this market. And that's what ShotQuality gives you.
I believe we sleep in May, Justin.
We are almost done sleeping around here. College basketball, what, Max? About two months away now. It's ShotQuality Live BetCast, the final WNBA regular season episode. We got a little triple header for you tonight. And of course, I am joined by the man you see below me on the side of your screen here. It's Maximilian Hofmeyer. Max, how you been?
Oh, great. Just ready to live bet some late night WNBA season coming down to the end. Season ends Thursday. 2 teams battling for that last spot. Everybody else is either clinched or out.
Yeah, it's been a fun season in the W. Of course, we are looking at live betting for the next 30 to 45 minutes as these games finish up their second quarter. We will be telling you what ShotQuality sees, how you can bet on it best, and hopefully repeating some of the results of our most recent episode. Max, we had some good times. I think we got a live money line winner as well as a couple spreads. I think I only missed on 1 points prop. Our double dip came back. It was everything you'd hope to see on a ShotQuality Live episode. So I'm pretty excited for this one.
And that was a big one too, because you flipped then to even, because it was a slow start for the show.
Yeah. Well, I must say, I gotta say, that was just that 1-9 episode that I still can't get out of my nightmares, and everything else has been pretty good. But yeah,
it was
it's
the
nice
first one, right?
Think so. I literally think it was the first episode we've been battling back uphill. So I think in general that means most people following along with my stuff, except for that episode, has had a.
But yeah, I mean,
time.
I've been using it all year and it's been good. So bigger sample size, you're probably doing okay.
Yeah, that's the goal here, is just to continue to trust the data, expand that sample size, let the numbers do what they're good at, which is point you in the direction of what is actually expected to be happening, not just what you see on the scoreboard. So without much further ado, Max, 3 games. What we try to do around here in the W, before you know it, we're talking about 40 games. This is long in the rearview mirror. I can't wait for season 3. But for now, where do you want to get your start here? We want to go to Sparks Mercury, where we have a little bit of points?
Yeah, we can start with that one. Let's dive in and see what's going on.
So bringing up the individual game view, your second screen home for any basketball game. Of course, ShotQuality Live available for NBA, WNBA, and college. NBA episodes will start in about a month. I mean, we are right there. We have made it through the summer. My air conditioner is off here in New York. The weather is so much nicer. This is what I wait for every single year. But all right, Max. First quarter did not necessarily go any which way. Mercury have a decent lead by 5 points, expected to be just a 3-point lead. And now this game's pretty much right on target. Player prop wise, we really only have Ray Burrell kind of hot, a couple players not yet involved, but anything you're feeling? Kelsey Plum just going to keep scoring, racking up points tonight, or are you going to look at Rakia or someone on the Phoenix side?
Yeah, I could see Plum staying aggressive. Sparks need to win this one to stay in playoff contention. They're battling with the Storm for that last spot. Okay. And the Sparks have the head-to-head tiebreakers, so they just need to – they're currently 2 games back of the Storm, so they just need – and there's 2 games left, I believe, so they just need to tie them because, they would have that head-to-head. So, yeah, they need to get back in this one. So I could totally see
So win or go
Kelsey
home.
Plum.
Win or go home
Yeah.
for the Storm tonight. Oh no, for the Sparks. Wow.
Yep.
Let me sort by record.
Yep.
Sorry,
And
it's
then,
so naturally sorted by shot quality. I had to actually sort it by record here to see what's going on. So this is a much more accurate standings. Of course, the shot quality standings I'd call more predictive. But yeah, I mean, we've seen the Las Vegas Aces rocket back into third here. It looks like they're fighting against the Mercury.
That's a good point too. Spot. We need to pour one out and take a moment of silence. If you bet the Aces under, it was 29.5. They currently have 28 wins. They're on a 14-game win streak. They play the Sky tonight. They're going to kill them. 15-game win streak. It's going to all come down to the Sparks, the last game of the year, whether you win that bet.
So that's Thursday, right? So we might be back. I think we're going to be back Thursday for that triple header too, 8 p.m. Right? Could you
imagine though, 16 straight wins, the Aces end the season, and you lose by the hook? You just need one.
That might actually be a bad beat. Like that could. I think that might be a bad beat. I don't like to use those words a lot, Max. I think the advent of the NFL season returning and people calling losing their Ravens money line a bad beat. I don't know if I agree with that.
16 straight potential wins. Yeah. So if you have that, you need the Sparks to win this game so that game matters. Because if it doesn't matter, then oof.
That's a good point. That's a good point, right? If the Sparks can't get this one done, that 10 p.m. Thursday finale is really just a formality. Who knows what LA really even does there? Maybe, if the players care, if they're resting their players. I don't know. I don't know how that looks in the W, to tell you the truth. But I do know that you're correct. We want that game to come in so that we can have a good one. There are some other, a little lackluster Thursday. Wings, Mercury, Liberty, Sky. There will be Valkyries, Lynx, which is interesting. But Lynx are rested Collier tonight. Valkyrie are in, maybe jockeying for seeding, maybe. But that's all that's kind of left here outside of this one scenario. So, all right, back to the view of the full game set right now. Honestly, I don't think we need to waste too much time with Chicago Sky versus the Aces. This game, talk about a formality. Sky haven't really been competitive for a minute. And I don't know if we can even bet on Asia to keep going. She's obviously been great, but at what point did they just sort of rest her? Maybe she wants another 30 burger, but I don't know. What do you think there? Any inkling to fade who honestly, she's my MVP. I don't know if she's actually going to get it.
This is actually kind of interesting. I wonder how inflated these props are for Asia Wilson.
I'll tell you right now.
Oh, it's 22.5. So she's on fire. She just really hasn't shot a lot.
Right. And
I could totally see her getting a minutes restriction here too.
Closing line was 25.5. So to see that live line is pretty interesting.
I think she's getting the ball. I think let's lock it in. Let's get a play in here.
All right, go. She's Mr.
Under 22.5 minus 114.
I like it.
Sorry.
Just moved to minus 118. So again, I think you have the right call. I can't bring myself to actually do that. What about Jackie Young? She's the only other player with a points prop open over at FanDuel, currently under 13.5. I'm going to take that one. Under 13.5 minus 106. It just jumped from even money, but I'm going to get in. First plays, both unders for these players. 14.5 under 135. 132 is what I'm getting. So hopefully it doesn't move. Now, is that because she hit another shot? I don't think so. It just moved up to the other side of the line. So, all right, take Jackie Young.
They just smashed that Asia to 20.5 minus 130. She might have got benched or something, or
oh my gosh, these lines are dancing, man.
I don't know.
And they won't stop moving. I did get my under 14.5 minus 132 in, so that's pretty interesting. You can get 13.5 minus 104 now, but it looks like you got a good spot on Asia. We can check to see if she just left the floor.
We might have missed a spot on the Storm Valks. I should have had you go to this one first.
What happened?
First quarter, it was 18-12 Valks. Storm were cold. And like I said, Valks playing for seeding. I mean, they're not playing for nothing, but Storm literally fighting for their lives here.
Yeah.
So, damn.
It does look like
now.
Asia's on the court. So has her 7 points. She missed a shot from up close. I don't know why that line jumped so much, but maybe did she foul? No, I don't think so.
FanDuel might have me on a tracker. You know how it works. They got me flagged.
Not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. No fouls. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm on Jackie under. You're on Asia under. We'll see how that one turns out come the end of these games. But all right, let's see what we got for player props here. Like you just said, Max, a little late to the party. Could have potentially gotten in on Storm, but now they're a little hot. Valk's a little cold. Valk's just lost at home, right? They had been like one of the teams at home to back. I think they played the Lynx, right? So that's not, or it was the Liberty. Sorry.
Yeah.
Liberty ended that streak.
Yeah. Liberty, a team that's been kind of middling here, 5-5 in the last 10.
Kind of pulled it together the last few games, though. Is Sabrina still out?
No, she played today. I mean, they played the Mystic, and they waxed them. So
yeah. Well, Veronica Burton though, a little cold here, and then I think that's a player we will be able to get a line on. Let's see what type of availability. Can't speak today, but that could be a good spot to get in.
See a 9.5.
Expected already at 5, Max. I mean, how much more you need,
Yeah, I like that. Let's do it.
Over 9.5 minus 114. Let's do it. Jump to minus 106. So if you wait a second, you can get a better price. That's live betting for you. Charles does not really have a line up, and neither does Temi here. So that's going to probably do it on the Valk side. Everyone's playing to expectations on the Storm side. So we can see how that one plays out over time. We can come back and check it out. Shot types are pretty expected. Not a lot of good shots being taken here. You have any interest in this game staying slow, since there is some, defensive urgency here for Seattle. The 21 points, 23. I mean, this is slow, right?
Yeah.
I would assume this is well beneath the line.
Valks played a slow pace as well, and they defend well. And Storm are, maybe I should be glad I didn't get in on the Storm early, because their MO all year has been fourth quarter blown leads. How their coach has been fired, I have no idea. I mean, they have just been.
Veronica just missed a shot. Veronica just missed another shot.
Yeah, now her SQ's up to 6. She's on double ice watch.
I'll double dip, man. After how last episode went, I feel as vitalized as possible with our double dip method. But what about, I mean, this is a tough place to take the under, because we can see, starting to push towards more shots, more points than less points than expected. Sorry. I think I like it, though. I think in terms of how this game's probably going to go, maybe using a little bit of narrative street here, taking the under 141.5 and expecting this to be a fight to the death for the Storm, a defensive battle. I like that. So let's lock that in. 141.5 as the under. Team's already cold. Not too cold though, right? I mean, just there. So they can stay exactly this cold and I'll be pretty happy. I would not be shocked to see the Storm really clamp it up in the second half and try to keep the Valkyries from scoring, especially if their offense isn't exactly,
I just noticed I have a little profit boost on the WNBA, and I tossed it on Veronica Burton, 15+ points for a little fun money.
You're getting bold there. 15, I feel like it's going to be tough.
Well, but you know how they don't let you put anything on it, so it's just
yeah. You wanted to get a decent payout. I understand. All right. I mean, let's go check out game number 3. Aces absolutely dominating. They're hot. Sky kind of expected to be hanging around. Max, is there anything there?
No. Glad to see Wilson is still at 7. That's good. Everybody on target there for the Aces. No Reese today for the Sky. So yeah,
That whole saga is crazy. Pardon my East Coast tiredness. It is 10:40 here. This is our usually our latest we do the show, and I'm basically an East Coast dad at this point, Max. Like I'm struggling to stay up through Monday Night Football these days. It's crazy.
You ever do caffeine late at night? Like what's your cutoff for caffeine?
So I have like the prototypical case of ADHD. I don't know if you've ever realized that about me, but like you give me sugar or caffeine for whatever reason, it like aligns all the problems in my brain and I fall asleep. So I can't.
So you don't do any?
I don't drink any coffee.
Oh
actually.
Man.
None.
I'm
Zero.
opposite.
I'm a zero coffee guy. I definitely have like
close.
a sweet tooth. But
yeah. We're getting close to college basketball. It's usually like after the 7 p.m. games, I get that 9 p.m. like coffee.
That's fair.
And then
that's fair.
I can also
placebo my brain into thinking it works, but it doesn't work.
But I can also still manage to fall asleep at like 1:30. I'm not up all night.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's literally like if I don't want to fall asleep, I get sleepy. Like the times where I want to stay awake, my brain's like, oh, time to sleep. And the minute I try to go to sleep, it's like, oh, you want to think about 50 million things right now? It's terrible. It's terrible. I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy. But it's great for basketball because then, I try to go to sleep. It doesn't work. And I go watch 1 a.m. Hawaii games. And we are so close to that.
I'll just lay in bed and think about the game that's going on. So I'm like, I might as well just watch it. I'm
work for ShotQuality,
I have a
guys. This is why. It's not a problem. It's what makes you good at your job, Max. But all right. Yeah, this is a pretty interesting slate. As we can see, 2 tight games, one sort of in blowout mode. So I guess my question for you, Max, is how big of a margin do the Aces actually win here with? And we have 18.5 is the current line. I feel like call me crazy, and departure from maybe not actually. It's in line with what ShotQuality thinks, but could you see the Sky maybe play with that loose, nothing matters type of way, and the Aces just need to win. They don't really need to cover. But so could it plus 18.5 be a sneaky spot for a spooky spread?
So they just played 2 days ago, and I'm diving in.
Bad.
I'm diving in to see what happened. It was math. I can't math. 43-30 at half, and then 80 to so 30 second half. So it was a 1 point second half differential. So and that was similar to what we expected. I could see it being the same, just like second half.
Oh, I just got an alert that Satu Sabali has scored 12 straight points.
Really? She's streaky. When she's on, she's on. Double flare.
So all right, you just said it. When she's on, she's on. We got some things to talk about here. We can go back to Sky in a minute. That's down to 14.5 though, so we kind of missed our spot. I should have probably taken it the minute I started talking about it. As with many of the things that I feel like happen on this show, we're like, could this be a good bet? And then 3 seconds later, the entirety of the value is evaporated. But that's not a bad thing, and proof of concept, right? We got some fire here. I don't need to see much more. I get the alert. I don't think this type of performance just keeps up, and they're losing even with 12 straight points.
I'm not seeing
not available.
Yeah, I don't.
Ooh, sneaky FanDuel Sportsbook. Check out DraftKings. Check out a couple other spots. You log into DraftKings, it says #1 book for live betting, and they probably won't offer you that under either.
They don't, sadly.
Yeah, I know. Well, they know we're out here looking.
But you know what? This might save you because I'm gonna call it and say the over/under was probably gonna be like 26.5, 27.5. I bet she goes over.
Think she goes over. So you would take she's minus 320 to score 25 points. She's plus 154 to score 30.
Yeah, I'm not taking it, but I'm just saying gut.
All right. Because
I know
like the line looks like it's a lot closer. Yeah, 27.5 is probably
plus 152 is probably a terrible EV bet with under 2. So I'm not doing that. I'm just this is more just me calling my shot than making an actionable wager.
Sure. I'll make a bet with you, Max. You want to go 27.5? Little friendly handshake. I'll take the under.
Yeah.
Take the over.
Gentlemen's wager.
Yeah, even money, there's no one to pay a vigorish if we lose. So
pure betting and live action.
Pure love of the game betting, and I'll trust shot quality. So we'll see how it goes. I like it. I'll have to pay for Max's lunch or something when it loses. But yeah, no, I think that's a good spot, and we'll take it. Nothing. No offered unders right now for that game is a little unfortunate with how many hot players we have.
But it's weird because the other games are currently offering. Why this one?
What about the game under here? It's up to 180. Are they just going to keep scoring? I mean, this game matters, right? I think it could easily slow down. I'll go there on not on a handshake bet. I got minus 118 for under 180.5. I like that. Should probably be like 178, 179 at least.
I definitely favor that side. It's not quite the margin I love, and how I feel about Sparks unders. I'm not totally rushing to the window, but if it was north of 10, I'd be seriously considering and probably have it in pocket.
All right. Well, I'm glad I got at least some vote of confidence from you. The Sky had made this a 6-point game.
Yep, that would have been one heck of an end.
I would have been one of the most beautiful ways to end the. Well, I guess it's not our last regular season show. Maybe I messed that up. I don't know why I thought today was the last day. I think I said that to like 5 people.
You said Thursday though. Do we want to compete with NFL Thursday on the last day of what games that might not even matter?
Is it like
they might. They also might not. It depends.
It's Commanders Packers. It starts at 8:15. We'll probably start at the exact same time, so people at least be able to watch the end. And hey, you put on your TV, you watch us. We'll be here. I don't think we're.
Is there any 7 o'clock games? Maybe we can go early.
Thursday? No,
we'll figure it out.
It's only 8. It's fine. We'll run it. We'll run it quick, and you'll be able to watch the entire second quarter on. Or again, just watch both. I'll have the football game on. I'm not crazy. It's a great game. Commanders Packers. Let's keep it real.
Gotta be multi-screen max. That's what I keep telling you. I have it all.
Look, I have multi-screen. It's my TV right above my computer screen. A lot of people are multi-screen fiends. I'm multi-window fiend. I don't like to have to look around to find things. I'd much rather.
I just got. Sorry, this is unrelated, but I just got a new phone, and the case is like perfect. Look at this stand, so I can set it and watch stuff. Because I'm that guy that puts his phone on a drink or at the bar, on something. Because the TV's there. They never have the degenerate game you want to watch.
No, they don't. I love it.
Oh,
I think I have.
I can't wait to use it.
Carry it. I don't know if I still carry it. I used to carry I don't think it's in this wallet because I've grown up a little bit. But I used to carry one of those things that was a credit card shape that could bend into a phone stand, because that's what I would do. I would whip that out at the bar when they wouldn't want to put on my MAAC Friday night games, and I'd be just that sicko sitting there being all right, time to bet Manhattan basketball.
And I'm sure I could have got this case 5 years ago, but I'm the guy that just puts the case on that he gets with the phone, and then that's it for 10 years.
This is an iPhone 11, dude. Look at how
I just traded last week my 10. I had a 10.
Oh, wow. It's been a long time since I've met someone who had a lower number than me on their iPhone.
I had to get a new one because I couldn't download apps. Your phone's too old. I just didn't want to go to the store and get one because it works.
So funny. That's so funny. I'm glad you upgraded. Mine's long overdue. Look, as long as these sports books open up and the bets update with fast enough, I don't care if my camera's a little worse. I don't care. I will keep using the same bit of technology. But all right, we're still at the 180 line here for this Sparks game in terms of the total that I just took. I'm guessing that Asia Wilson's line has come down a little bit more still since she hasn't really played since we last did anything. Yeah, she's at 18.5. Jackie Young at 11.5. So those lines are certainly falling. Do they come back out in the second half and absolutely tear them down now? Just 8? Instead of it being a 15-point game?
It's kind of closer than we thought. And you would think they do still want to win this game. You know, they got this awesome win streak going. Do you really want it to end?
They're going to win the game. They're going to win the game. I mean, you have to put down $35 to win $1 right now to get anything on this one. And hey, scared money don't make no money. But
crap. Go to the Valkyries game. Veronica Burton, don't let her get hot. Let's go.
No way.
She's got 7.
Where did I put it? Nice. She has caught up a little. That's what we like to see. Just one more 3 in the second half will get us that win. That is exactly the reason we took it. I don't see anything for Charles here, but I am thrilled that has gone well.
Burton's updated line's 12.5, and we're rocking with 9.5. So let's go. And I got that little 15 plus. I like plus 610.
There are unders on a lot of players in this game. So, but the problem is that there's no one I want to bet on the Storm side.
Nope.
NECA has been honestly one of the most prolific players. She closes out games. Skylar Diggins-Smith closes out games. Ezzy closes out games too, though. And it's Gabby Williams. Was it today is her birthday? Or is it yesterday was her 29th birthday? I think I saw that somewhere on my feed. But
I'll pull it up. September 9th, 1996.
Jeez. Makes me feel old. Not that much older. I'm gonna be 33 in January. You're like what, 24, 23, 26? Okay. All right, there you go. So just a little difference. You wouldn't even have been in high school when I was in high school. God damn. But that's all right. It's okay. Now I'm like the old man with the beard. I never thought this was gonna be me. I remember being like 18 and being like, I don't think I'm ever gonna grow a beard.
I was the high school bookie. I was that guy.
No way.
Oh,
I love it.
Oh yeah, we've been here a long time.
Dude, you got started on the streets. I was definitely like the fantasy football guy for sure in high school, but that was sort of, again, I graduated high school in 2011, so betting was not really super prominent yet. None of my friends were talking about sports books or anything. No one even knew what a money line favorite was when I was in high school, it feels like. So at least not in the high school. I'm sure there were people. I lived outside New York. There were definitely bookies hanging around. But I was the one developing the calculator programs to help everyone pass their physics tests. That was me. And I think that's kind of
I did no juice too, because I knew they just stunk. So I gave plus 100 lines.
Nice.
I'm like, yeah.
That's what happens now. You go get those bonuses. The bigger the bonus, the worse you're doing. It's pretty correlated. Max was the guy giving out the same game parlay bonuses in 2014 by the lockers.
It's a good business model.
Hey, it is hard to have a poorly run sports book. I will say that. That's why Vegas played it in gold. But all right, we got everything at the half here. And these games are close. Sparks Mercury close, Valk Storm close. We did take that under on Valk Storm. What was that line? What did we get there, Max?
Valk Storm under 141.5.
It's 146.5 now. Uh-oh.
I do have
double dip.
Oh man, I'm looking to take a Storm third quarter spread here because I said they blow the fourth quarter all the time. I'm gonna see.
So they're gonna come out hot.
I might shop around for this one.
Okay. Take a look at the game.
See minus 2.5 for the third quarter. I'm taking that. Let me lock that in. So.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those gut plays. But you know what? I'm 21-18 on the show, so the gut's been okay.
There you go. There you go.
Third quarter spread here.
What about this anomaly that both teams in this game were expected to score 18 in each of the 4 respective quarter periods?
Ooh, that's wild. Well, hopefully it's 18, 15 or better for this.
Yeah, 72 points scored. Yeah, I was going to say if Storm coming off a hot quarter, do they then get cold? But you could argue that the hot second quarter was the retaliation from the cold first quarter. So I'm kind of stumped on this one. I like our Burton prop. She's obviously doing a lot better. I just need that one last 3 to get it home. So check in here on Mercury Sparks. This one a little bit more interesting, in my opinion.
Dude,
might be a spot to go Mercury.
They offer. Sorry, I got so distracted. They offer third quarter alternate lines, dude. What you can literally bet anything.
That's pretty crazy. Third quarter alternates in the WNBA. I mean, think about where we were just last year talking about these markets. We had nothing. This market has absolutely.
Dude, we hit a couple margin bets last year when we would call our shot between 13 and 15. Yeah.
Yeah. That's those are what we had. Like it was so much more sparse. Man, I hope they figure out the CBA. It doesn't look great, but I'm gonna be sad if we don't have the WNBA next summer because it has been so much fun. The only not fun thing is that I am absolutely slid on pick of the day to end the season. Still it's doing all right, obviously.
It's tough down the stretch, but yeah.
Yeah. It's okay. We've lost 4 in a row.
They're supposed to add a new team next year as well. I don't know which one, but they're adding a new team every year till 2030 or whatever, something like that.
Well, let's see how that goes. I'm not against it. What about Kelsey Plum always keeps going.
Yep.
But I'm just going to trust
the data. Season on the line too. Season on the line though. Well, wait, they don't have unders. They don't have unders for this game. Or we already did this.
Damn, you're right. That's so brutal. Why just this game?
I have no idea.
What about Azura Stevens to get involved? No, they're not even going to give you that. They don't have any. It's not that they don't have. I guess they technically do have player points. But there are just the 10, 15 intervals over at FanDuel. I don't like that.
I don't know. I think we got a good plethora of bets. You got 4. I got 3.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy how fast the 30-minute goes. I feel like I was
variety too. The only one we both took was Veronica Burton over. That was the only quote unquote.
And it's looking good. I mean, if she doesn't score 3 points in the half, I'm gonna be mad. But all right, little final discussion. I mean, we talked a little bit about what's going on in the league. What about championship prediction? I mean, Dream, an interesting spot there. Of course, I got hooked last night on Alicia Gray on a minutes restriction that I didn't know until 5 minutes after I posted the bet, Max. I don't know if you saw that, but went on Alicia Gray over 15.5. She came out and said, all right, minutes restriction, only played 20 minutes. And somehow
they announced that late too. They announced it late.
Yeah. And I still only lost by half the points. So I was like,
did you cry? Did you at the sports book and cry about it and try and get a refund?
No.
Exactly.
I probably should have. Obviously for my personal brand, but hell. I understand that it's not becoming of a sports bettor, but you're telling me that someone complaining to get their money back and you see it working for other people, they are encouraging the behavior.
Here's the only way I would complain is if the role was reversed and you took under and then they announced the minute restriction, adjust the line and void your bet and say it was a wrong line. Then the second a book does that, I have every right to complain about overs in the future.
Didn't DraftKings come out saying that they're going to do some stuff about informational bets? That doesn't count,
but nothing has been interpreted or implemented yet. I have not seen any implementation yet, but there really hasn't been any injury.
Using it to keep out pass posting for sure, and I think that's fine. But I feel like they already were avoiding that stuff. What's the damn difference? You're making it stink for no reason. Yeah, that's my take on that. I think it's pretty balanced. But yeah, don't go complaining. I did manage to get a silly football bet refunded because I bet on Will Shipley, and he left the game, and I had him to score a touchdown. They gave me my money back. I didn't even know why I had my money in the book. I was like, why do I have this extra money? Because I make a practice. I don't know if you do this, just mentally. I always withdraw. Always do it.
Oh,
I don't want loose change in my sports book because I will be like, oh, that sounds like a good bet. And then if I don't have to like make a deposit, it's that many fewer steps.
Well, why would you want your cash? Why would you want your cash just sitting there doing nothing, earning nothing?
Some people are like, well, I'm going to bet tomorrow. So why not?
Now during during college basketball, I keep it loaded just because of the informational newses, and I need to be liquid to hammer something, Well,
I have
over
that
the summer
liquidity offshore. So like for me, because I mean, offshore books betting on credit is the best. So, for lots of reasons. But so yeah, I mean, if I need to run to anything, I usually go there. I mean, even if the price is 3 cents worse, there's a lot of benefits that are worth paying 3 cents for.
But anyways,
a lot of it really is that my bookie will, if you have a bad week with a bookie, he'll be like, here's $100 free play. And it doesn't really work like that on sports books, It's kind of, I guess. They give like deposit matches, but I don't get those. They don't offer me those. So fuck that.
Other than the Minnesota Lynx, who wins? Who you got?
Ace. It's the Ace.
Ace. You think they're going to stay hot?
I think they were just cold. I don't even know if you want to call it staying hot, right?
Yeah.
I think they were cold. Go look at the start of the season for Las Vegas. Loss, win, 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 win. Loss, expected to be win. So expected to start the season 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, 8-0, 9-0. Finally,
which obviously win probability thing. It's not actually 9-0. It would be more like 8-1. Because you're not going to win.
Right. You would actually sum these percents. So 1.5 wins in the first two. 2.4. So they were expected to be 3-1 in their first 4 by shot quality, and they actually went 2-2. So they were already missing a win in their first 4 games. This 62% win here. Right. So you get the sense that they've just sort of been like this stretch wasn't great. The Lynx kind of had their number, especially on the road. Like when they meet up with the Lynx, it's going to be honestly really hard, I think, for the Aces to steal that series. That's the problem because the Lynx are going to have the better seed. They're going to get the 3 games at home, and that's going to be the pivotal thing. And that's what we saw for last year when the Liberty raised the trophy. It was largely because they had that home court advantage. That was a major point. So in a 5-game series, home court probably matters more. I don't know how I feel about that as it comes out of my mouth. But like with less time for there to sort of be this evolving dynamic and all this stuff, and also less games played in general, being at home probably does have more of an impact. The NBA players, I mean, you get into the 3rd round, they've already played like 10 games, like it's you can almost win, theoretically, you can win the WNBA championship just winning 9, right? It's not 16, it's 9, if I'm not mistaken. It might be less, but it's 3 rounds and 3, they're not playing best of 7s. So it's just very different. And I mean, obviously it's a different sport, but endurance wise, I would say that's probably the one spot where the athletes are probably pretty similar. Like men and women in endurance wise are very different, are very similar. Strength wise is different, right? Like obviously in athletic prowess, dunks and high level blocks and high flying stuff is a little bit more prominent in the NBA still. But in terms of being able to, I guess, concentrate that athleticism into a shorter time frame, it probably means that these home games are more potent for teams. And it might be an interesting thing to watch. And just how would you do in the WNBA postseason if you strictly just bet home teams? And you're going to get some home dogs too, probably. I mean, the Lynx are probably going to play some teams, and they're going to be favored on the road. So we'll see, especially with, teams like Golden State getting some opportunities to make some noise. One of the first expansion teams to do this well in the W for sure, if not the first expansion team to do this well. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, looking at the record look,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Best expansion, yeah.
Fever are in, right? But they're going to go out with a whimper.
Yeah, Fever just clinched. There's 4 wins separating, 1 and 2, Lynx and Dream. And then, then there's a cluster. You go 4 wins down the other way, and there's just a cluster of teams.
Shot quality.
Yeah.
Dream and Lynx are on the same pegging in shot quality, and the adjusted shot quality is very close.
That would be my pick. I took the Dream 50-1 before the season. It was a small bet, but I mean, still not too small either.
You can start hedging that out.
They found something when Brittany Griner was out. They found out that we might be a lot more efficient with Brianna Jones getting a bigger role. So I think that
we won a few of those Brianna Jones plays while she was out. Yeah. And even when Griner came back and the market sort of shifted a little bit too much expectation towards Griner, and Jones continued to be the girl.
Yep. Yeah, she's been awesome. So that's who I got.
Nice.
The Mercury kind of faded. They were super hot early. If their threes are hot, they'll beat anybody. They like to shoot the 3 ball, and they can get you. But yeah, I mean, it should be fun. It's very close between teams 2 to 6. There's not much separation.
Interesting. Mercury do a good job keeping you away from the rim and going fast and sort of making an emphasis on that point, right? If you keep opponents away from the rim, force a lot of jump shots, and move fast, you can do some damage. But all right, third quarter starting up. We're not going to do anything too much there. Sparks taking a quick lead, but it feels pretty good. We got a good card. We'll be back on Thursday night. Maybe some of the WNBA fans don't even like football. I don't know. We like everything around here. We do a little bit of everything, and maybe even football. I don't know. Very quiet about that. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up, bubbling under the hood over at ShotQuality, one of the most fun, advanced analytics providers. If you're interested in learning more, if you want to get API-level access, if you want to look into other solutions that we provide, definitely give us a shout. hello@shotquality.com. Say hello. Or email me. My email's out there. It's just Justin at ShotQuality. You can say what's up. But yeah, we got a lot of cool stuff in the works. Season 4 of ShotQuality Bets. Season 3 of BetCast coming at you very soon. College basketball less than 2 months away. NBA less than 1 month away. And while we don't really discriminate, the one thing we do like is more action. And unfortunately, the one thing the WNBA does not provide is a plethora of games, a plethora of teams. And we love those 360 college basketball teams like they are our own. And maybe we'll have to do a little segment, Max, where we all try to name them at the start of the season.
Well, there's 363 to be exact, but we did lose some, and we might have added some. So that was last.
We did.
Like St. Francis, I think St. Francis just got relegated to D3, right?
Oh, that's St. Francis, PA.
Yeah.
St. Francis, Brooklyn, long gone.
No.
I'll never forget.
Yeah.
I'll never forget.
Wait, aren't they just
SFN?
Aren't they just LIU or no? No.
Oh,
okay,
no.
different.
I remember they had to it was like a problem where they tried to kick the basketball team off for like a pickleball reservation at the gym at SFNY in Brooklyn. And I was like, oh yeah, this program is done for. And they were. I think they actually shuttered the athletics. I'm not sure, honestly. That was crazy. But anyway, we'll talk a lot more about that. We got Hoops Chat coming back soon. We're going to bring back our non-betting show that we trialed out a little bit and just have some just good analytics talk without telling you what to bet on. I'm really excited about that. Max, you'll be there. We'll have Musa there. Musa should hopefully show up on Thursday night. But we'll see how that goes. You never know with that kid. But we got a lot of cool stuff in the works. Some new travel potentially, maybe some tournament appearances, and of course, a lot of action through college basketball. So thank you all for hanging out tonight. A good audience, even when we do WNBA in the middle of the summer. It means a lot to us here over at the ShotQuality team. For the people who make all the data happen, for Max, myself, the content team, everyone who makes what you see on your screen up here every single day. Thank you so much. Make sure you check it out, ShotQualityBets.com. Read the blog. We got automated previews. We got some great data. Standings are always free. And, of course, if you want live data for every league, well, you know where to get it. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. For myself, for Max, and for Moose even. ShotQuality Live.